Hi, I'm Garrett Vargas, and in this brief tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create your own Alexa hosted skill and add a custom intent to it. Basically, you start at developer.amazon.com, which is the Alexa Developer Council that you see here. You can create a free account, and once you've done so, log on in, go over to the Alexa tab, and you can click Create Skill to add a new skill. Now, once you've done that, it's going to ask you for a skill name. In my case, I'm going to just call it the um, coffee maker skill. So it's going to help make me some coffee. And I create a model. In this case, I'm going to keep with custom, but if I were making a video or audio or flash briefing, I could select one of these other types. And I'm going to select Alexa hosted as a Node.js skill. You'll notice I can also do a Python skill, but I want to stick with Node for now. I click Create Skill, and that starts creating that Alexa hosted skill. Now, what it's doing right now is it's basically setting up a voice model, kind of a default voice model that basically indicates a few different phrases that a customer might say to interact with my skill. And then it starts setting up my code and provisioning a number of AWS resources on my behalf. So basically, I don't have to set up my own servers. I don't have to do anything special outside of this Alexa skill in order to get my code up and running. It's actually a really convenient way if you're making a basic skill to get started. So once that's done, you can see that I'm now looking at my coffee maker skill, the details of it. And what I have right here is the interaction model. Now, this includes a number of different intents that a customer might say if they want to use the coffee maker skill. So, for example, each intent is basically a instruction or something that a customer might want to do, whether it's cancel, ask for help, stop, etc. There's a few different built-in intents. These all start with the phrase Amazon that are basically required for any skill. And then you'll see that there's this custom intent that was created called Hello World intent. The Hello World intent has a number of different sample utterances associated with it. Hello, how are you, etc. And these are basically used to train a language model. You don't have to say exactly these phrases, and we don't list out the full set of variations or possibilities, but it's basically allows you to train the model, and then Alexa is able to kind of use that to guide and map what a customer says to the appropriate intent. Now, if you look at the JSON editor, this gives you kind of a text-based view of those intents. And what's nice about, and here's the Hello World intent, as you can see. What's nice about this is this allows you to easily copy paste. You can type directly in here and save your changes. Personally, I find this to be a simpler way to be able to manage intents, but you can go either way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a new intent, and that's going to be my get coffee intent. And what might someone say in order to get coffee? They might say, get me some coffee, or they might say, I would like some coffee. And I could add in a whole bunch of other variants here. I could add colloquialisms for coffee, cup of joe, Java, etc. Just listing out a few different things and a few different ways that people can ask for coffee. That will then be used to train my model and ultimately allow Alexa to map what a customer says. So once I've done that, I save the model, and then I click Build Model, and that allows me to actually start building up this language model. Now I'm going to show you very quickly the code behind this, and I'm not going to go into detail about this code. I do that in my Alexa Development 101 class, but I just want to show you that there is code behind this skill, and I'm going to just make a very quick change, again, without really explaining the details of what I'm doing. to do this coffee intent handler. And I basically want to say get coffee intent. And if somebody triggers this, I'm just going to say that sounds good. I would like some too. So just very simple, straightforward. Add it in here. And once I've made my changes, I can then save those changes to the code and then deploy them. And as I said before, you don't have to deal with actually setting up your own services or servers. You can just click deploy and your code is automatically propagated for you. So that's the basics of how you get an Alexa skill set up, in this case, Coffee Maker. I hope you enjoyed this quick overview. If you are interested in going deeper, as I mentioned, I have an Alexa Development 101 class. It's available as a 2-hour online class, and it's available on the site mindspand.com. Just take a look at the link in the comments section. Feel free to head on over and sign up, and if you use the discount code YouTube, you can save $10 off the class. So I hope to see you there. I think that for those of you that like kind of a nice hands-on walkthrough, this is a very fun, intimate style class. We keep the class size small so that you can get a lot of one-on-one attention going through the process. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.